In 2015, presidential candidate Donald Trump created controversy by calling illegal immigrants outcasts, drug dealers, and rapists. Whatever one may think about Donald Trump or America's immigration problem, it is clearly unfair to accuse all illegal immigrants of being lawbreakers. Well, except that they are in at least one respect. They are immigrating illegally. By definition, that makes them lawbreakers. However, while Trump's statement contained some kernel of truth in that there is a criminal element hidden among them, as there is within any large group of people, it was over the top in labeling the majority as bringing drugs and crime. It was especially egregious to assert that they're rapists, because they're not. Some, yes, but as a whole, no. Rape is such an ugly event that it should never be trivialized or even be discussed in an offhanded manner. And it certainly is not an accusation to be made lightly. However, there are rapists among the illegal immigrants, just like there are in legal immigrants as well as lifelong citizens. Sadly, rapes happen, and they happen across all levels of society. Even worse, as the rules get blurred in our hypersexualized society, it becomes increasingly difficult to do anything about it. 50 Shades of Grey was a bestseller turned movie franchise that glorified acts that were really just rape disguised as eroticism. Yet more people got upset over Donald Trump's overly broad statement than did over a series of books and movies glorifying the act itself. One of the saddest, strangest events in the life of David was the rape of his daughter Tamar by his favored son Amnon, 2 Samuel 13, verses 1 through 19. Amnon loved his half-sister Tamar so much that he conspired with a cousin and tricked David into sending her to care for him while he was sick. When she came in, he sent all his servants out and raped her. Then, to heap on more humiliation, he called his servants and told them, "Now throw this woman out of my presence," and lock the door behind her. What about that love, Amnon? Eerily similar to Bill Clinton's statement, "I did not have sex with that woman, Ms. Lewinsky." When David found out, the text says he was very angry in verse 21, but it says nothing about punishing Amnon. So apparently David didn't do anything about it, probably because of lingering guilt over his own sin with Bathsheba. Regardless, Amnon would pay for his sin later as part of the continued cost of David's sin of adultery and murder. The lesson for us is to not take any sin lightly because we never know what it will cost and who will pay the price. Having seen the intrigue and cover-up firsthand, Amnon and his advisor guessed David would do nothing. They were right. What they didn't know was what it would cost them or the nation. And they obviously didn't care what it would do to Tamar. However, we know the cost because history recorded it for us. We also know how much our sin costs because history records how Jesus paid the price on the cross some 2,000 years ago. So, rather than be paralyzed by our sin, like David seemed to be, let's be motivated to action. Let's boldly call out our own sin in repentance and obedience so we can be right with God, and then be willing to boldly call out sin no matter who is guilty. Thank you for watching Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until tomorrow, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.